God says, Archangel Michael is deeply grieved and his fury burns like fire, because this is not the first time I've sent you this divine alert. I am showing this to you one final time. Do not delay. Do not pretend you didn't see this. This is your last and only warning. Open your heart within 31 seconds. For if you delay again, something very bad is preparing to descend, and you alone will bear the full weight of it. Comment, Amen. Let the heavens record your faith. You are not reading this by mistake. My spirit pulled you here because your time to respond is now. I have extended my hand to you again and again, but your silence has thundered louder than your prayers. I'm not angry to destroy you. I'm calling out to rescue you before the gates close forever. Archangel Michael stands by with a sword of justice, not to harm you, but to protect what still remains in your life if you turn quickly. But if you keep pretending you are not being spoken to, you are making a choice with irreversible consequences. Like this video, if you can still feel my voice touching your soul right now, I only ask once, and I ask because that act is not for me. It is for you to break the pride that's been holding you hostage and show heaven that you're still reachable. The countdown is not symbolic. The heavens are aligned for a moment that cannot be undone. My angels are holding back winds of destruction, waiting for you to act. Your delay invites disaster. Your silence permits sorrow. Your stubbornness feeds the fire that waits to fall. The trap that was set in secret is nearly ready to spring, and if you keep ignoring me, you will walk into it fully awake, fully aware, and still unprotected. Do not blame me for what happens if you close your eyes now. I have warned you. I have shouted louder than I ever have before. You are chosen, not cursed. You are my beloved, not forgotten. You are the reason I keep sending this over and over, even when you ignore me. But I cannot force you to choose life. I will never violate your will, but I will always place truth before your eyes. The path is closing. The darkness that has stalked your steps is almost upon you. But if you lift your eyes now, you'll see light breaking through the storm. I am still your refuge. I am still your shield. I am still your rescue, but only if you decide now, not later. Comment 111. Let it be your sign that you believe in my divine timing. My child, there are powers you don't see circling your name. You are being discussed in places you haven't entered. The enemy wants to tarnish your name, damage your reputation, and delay your breakthrough. The very ones you thought would uplift you have been quietly waiting for your downfall. But I am a God who defends the innocent and vindicates the pure-hearted. If you turn to me now with truth in your spirit, I will silence every accusation and reverse every trap. If you turn away again, your name will be dragged through shadows, and no one will stand for you because you pushed away the one who always stood. I don't desire to frighten you, but I must awaken you. The danger is real, and the time is critical. Archangel Michael does not raise his sword without cause. He has seen what is being written against you. He has heard the whispers in secret rooms. He has watched as the plot thickens, and he is ready to intervene with divine force. But he is waiting for your surrender. Heaven does not fight for those who still try to fight in their own strength. Heaven only steps in when you step back and say, God, take it all. You have cried in silence, hoping someone would see the battles you fight behind closed doors. I have seen every tear, and none have fallen to the ground without my knowing. I have stored your weeping in golden vials, but now is not the time to cry. It is the time to act. It is the time to open your heart and fall into the arms of the one who has always carried you, even when you didn't notice my hands. Comment 222. Let the heavens know you trust my promises even now. The road behind you may be full of regret, but the road ahead can be rewritten in mercy. I can still redeem the time. I can still restore the things you've lost. But I cannot do it if you keep testing me with delay. Each moment you hesitate, the cracks widen. The foundation you stand on was not built by your strength. It was built by my grace, and if you abandon it, the storm that's coming will sweep away what you thought would never move. I am not distant. I am not silent. I am roaring like a lion because I love you too much to let you walk into destruction without one final cry from heaven. I made you with a purpose. I designed you with intention. And even if others have walked away, mocked you, broken your spirit, and left you stranded, I have never turned my face from you. This moment is not punishment, it is pursuit. I am chasing you down with mercy before judgment is allowed to touch what is sacred. Why are 55 countries using the same mysterious money script? Because a leaked research file just exposed a 9-word pattern that activates wealth-attracting pathways in the brain. Repeat it daily and watch money flow like water into your life. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You think you have more time, but you do not. You think you can handle what's coming, but you cannot. You think you know who you can trust, but some of the very ones you're holding on to are leading you into the trap. Listen to my voice. Hear the trembling in the spirit. Feel the weight of what I am saying. I am not done with you. I am not casting you aside. I am not condemning you, but I am telling you plainly, the next move is yours. Your angels are tired of being pushed away by your pride. The blessings I ordained are waiting for your surrender, not your strength. My miracles are not released to the proud, but to the broken. My presence does not descend into arrogance, but into hunger. My protection is not for the defiant, but for the yielded. Yield now, and you will be covered in favor. Yield now, and what was meant to break you will become what lifts you. I will give you more than you ever imagined if you choose me fully right now. But this is the last time I will speak with such urgency before I release what I've been holding back. Do not think you'll get another chance like this. Do not assume the screen will flash again. Do not gamble with my patience. I am long-suffering, but not absent of justice. I am merciful, but not powerless against evil. And if you reject this moment, you reject the shield that was sent to cover you from what's coming. Your soul matters more than your pride. Your future matters more than your comfort. Your destiny matters more than your distractions. Wake up now. Hear the cry from the throne. My voice shakes mountains and splits seas, and yet today it comes gently to you, because I still want to rescue what others gave up on. God says, I am still here. And the only reason this moment still exists is because of my mercy that holds back the consequence meant to strike. Do not confuse my patience for permission. Do not mistake my silence for approval. I have been giving you space to respond, but now that space is closing in. The storm is forming faster than you can imagine, and I tell you again, this is your last warning. Archangel Michael is not silent without cause. He is on high alert, because what's rising against you carries dark weight. Comment 333. Let heaven see your faith declared. My beloved child, your name is written in places your feet have not yet walked. Your destiny was planned before time began, and I've always had angels assigned to walk with you through every dark valley. But you've been drifting further, not closer. Your spirit has grown heavy, not light. The blessings I wanted to pour were delayed. Not because I changed my mind, but because your heart kept shutting the door. But still I pursue you, still I warn you, still I offer a way out because my love does not run out even when you test it. There is someone reading this who knows they are standing at the edge of losing everything they prayed for, the edge of stepping into darkness disguised as comfort, the edge of betrayal that was planned behind closed doors, and you feel something inside of you breaking, but you're trying to ignore it. That shaking in your soul is not fear. It is me. I am reaching into your spirit and pulling you out before the collapse begins. Do not run. Do not scroll past this. Do not act like this isn't for you. It is. You think you're alone, but heaven has been trying to get your attention through every sleepless night, every unanswered call, every moment of silence that made you want to scream. Those weren't random. They were holy interruptions. I took things away not to punish you, but to remove the distractions that kept you from me. I removed people who were secretly draining your strength. I closed doors you thought were good because I saw the destruction behind them. I whispered through your tears, but you kept pushing me aside, thinking you had more time. Now I must speak louder. Comment 555. Let your spirit align with divine release. The next days will carry weight. What you do now will either draw angels or summon chaos. You cannot live lukewarm anymore. You cannot pray once and expect miracles without surrender. The heavenlies are moving fast. The world around you is shifting into a battle that you cannot fight with intellect, manipulation, or human strength. If you are not under my covering, you will be exposed. If you are not under my will, you will be struck by what was never meant for you. Do not test me again. There are powers that want to disgrace you. but I want to deliver you. There are voices that want to humiliate you, but I want to lift you up. There are spirits watching, waiting for you to stay distracted long enough for them to launch what they've been planning. But I say again, this warning is not out of wrath. It's out of redemption. Archangel Michael's fury is not directed at you, but at what's trying to destroy you. But if you keep resisting the call, that fury cannot fight on your behalf. Your yes activates the war in heaven to shift in your favor. I can still turn it all around. I can still make rivers flow in deserts and raise dead promises from forgotten graves. I can still use your worst mistakes and make them holy stories, but not if you close your heart one more time. You keep waiting for a better time, but I chose this moment for a reason. I've timed it precisely with the shifting of things unseen. Right now, while your heart is soft and your spirit can still feel, that's when deliverance is most possible. What secret did the FBI hide about your brain and money? They discovered a phrase, just 9 words long, that flips a switch in your mind to attract wealth without effort. It's already changed the lives of thousands of people in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. You were never created to live small. You were never made to beg for love, chase after acceptance, or walk through life wondering if you matter. You were made in my image, formed by my hands, carved from my glory. And the pain you've carried, though real, has not destroyed the destiny inside of you. I see past the scars. I see past the failures. I see the one I love beyond comprehension. And I am still fighting for you, though you don't even realize the scale of the battle. Comment 1212. Let the heavens hear your surrender. If only you could see what was prepared for you before fear took over. If only you knew what doors were about to open when you stopped believing. If only you saw the angels lined up, waiting for your yes. But it's not too late yet. I am holding the door open with my own hand, but my hand will not stay there forever. The countdown is real, the consequences are real, and so is the miracle that's waiting to be released. The moment your pride falls and your spirit cries, God, I'm ready. Even now I feel your resistance. You think this is just another warning, but child, this is the last alert before the shift. The heavens do not waste words. I don't repeat myself this often unless something is dangerously close. That dream you had, it was not just your imagination. That uneasiness in your gut, it was not anxiety. That moment when everything went silent and you felt chills, it was me. My presence hovering, pleading, hoping you would notice before it's too late. I am not trying to shame you. I am trying to shield you. There is a difference. Even the strongest fall when they think they're in control. Even the wise are destroyed when they ignore divine timing. You have wisdom, but you've leaned on it too long without me. You have strength, but you've used it to fight battles I never assigned to you. Now, I want to free you. Now, I want to show you who you are in my eyes again. But you must decide, not with words, not with thoughts, but with your full surrender. The sword is drawn. The angelic hosts are aligned. The spiritual war that surrounds you is reaching its highest moment. Your next step decides which side wins. You may not see it with your eyes, but your soul feels it. That trembling is not fear, it's revelation. That tightness in your chest is not worry. It's your spirit awakening. Do not miss this final chance to let me in, and if you do, I promise this. I will show you mercy unlike anything you've ever known. I will open paths you never dreamed possible. I will restore your name, elevate your life, and silence every dark voice that ever tried to curse your purpose, but only if you move now. God says, every breath you take is mercy, every beat of your heart is a gift I have preserved. Despite your rebellion, despite your drifting, despite your denial, you don't realize how close the danger truly is. You've been numbed by distraction and buried under lies whispered by the enemy. But I have come with my voice raised in love and urgency. You are standing in the final moments of decision. Heaven has paused for your response, but the pause is nearly over. And if you ignore this final trumpet, you will not just delay your blessing, you will invite destruction. Comment 777. Let it echo through the heavens as a call for divine protection. I am not angry the way humans are. I do not rage with cruelty. but my patience is not eternal when you repeatedly resist what I ordained for your good. My patience delays judgment, but it does not erase it. I have given you time, space, gentle nudges, and divine redirection, but you have chosen your own way again and again. Still my love holds out a hand. Still I plead. Still I say, choose me now. While the light is still on your path, you're playing with fires you cannot control. You are entertaining connections that carry darkness. You are walking through doors I never opened. And even now, there are forces plotting to use your silence as consent. The more you delay, the more access they gain. But you don't see them. You don't hear them. You think because life looks fine on the outside, the war must not be real. But the war is not outside. It is inside your heart. And today I draw the battle line with love and finality. My child, you are walking in dangerous territory. And this is no longer just about you. Your choices are about to affect the ones you love. The consequences of delay will not stop at your doorstep. What you ignore today will wound those connected to you tomorrow. That is why I shout now. That is why I shake the ground beneath your feet. Because I would rather terrify your flesh than watch your soul be overtaken by what waits outside my protection. This is your Red Sea moment. The armies behind you are closing in. The waters in front of you are rising, and you must choose. Will you step forward into my impossible grace, or retreat into guaranteed destruction? I have sent Archangel Michael not just to watch, but to war on your behalf. But the sword he holds is still waiting for your voice of surrender. The angels do not fight until obedience is given. You must say yes, or the heavens remain still. Comment 999. Let your surrender be recorded before my throne. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. I have watched you carry wounds that broke your identity. I have seen you wear smiles while your heart was collapsing beneath the weight of invisible battles. You've tried to be strong, but strength without surrender is self-destruction in disguise. I never asked you to be perfect. I asked you to be honest. I never asked you to carry it alone. I asked you to cast it at my feet. But instead, you've kept pretending, kept pushing, kept running from the one who already knows it all. This is not about religion. This is about rescue. I don't care about appearances. I care about your soul. I don't care how many times you fell. I care that you get back up and run into my arms now. I don't care what others think about you. I care about what I declared over you before they ever spoke your name. You are mine. You have always been mine. But if you walk away this time, you will walk away from more than just a blessing. You will walk away from protection you don't even know you've needed. I am not finished with you. That's why you're still breathing. That's why your heart still beats. That's why this message is in front of you now. Do not scroll past it. Do not silence the trembling in your chest. That is not anxiety. It is your spirit recognizing that heaven is speaking. Your soul knows me. Your soul remembers the sound of my voice. You cannot hide from it forever. You were created by me. You were designed for this very hour. The storm is not your end. It's your awakening. Comment 10.10. Declare that you are aligning with divine timing. The enemy thought he had you. He thought your silence meant surrender. He thought your delay meant defeat. But I have stepped into the battle, and if you respond now, I will dismantle every trap. I will burn every chain. I will close every mouth that mocked you. But I will not move until you stop pretending you don't need me. Heaven is not a concept. I am not an idea. I am the living God, and I am standing at your door, waiting to be welcomed in. My angels weep when they are ignored. Archangel Michael has held back forces from touching you, forces you cannot comprehend, but they grow stronger each time you doubt, each time you choose the world over me, each time you silence conviction. Every time you say later, my spirit has been knocking not just on your heart, but in your dreams, your moments of isolation, your quiet thoughts. I have been there. You just refuse to see me. Today that ends. Today your soul must decide to live or to die spiritually. You have danced on the edge too long. You've laughed at warnings. You've comforted yourself with lies that tell you there's still time. But time is a vapor. You are not promised another moment like this. You will never feel this exact grace again. I am offering you an unrepeatable moment of mercy, not because you deserve it, but because I chose to love you in spite of everything. This is not a call to religion. This is a call to rescue. This is not about rules. This is about redemption. This is not judgment. It is intervention from the throne of grace. Now the heavens lean close. The angels wait. The cloud of witnesses watches. And I, the Lord your God, stretch my hand one final time. God says the spiritual realm is roaring, and you don't even know how close you are to the edge of something irreversible. I am not giving you this moment so you can admire it or feel emotional for a second and then scroll away. I am piercing through every wall you've built to reach the place where your soul is starving for my voice. This is not a coincidence. This is the divine moment where your destiny either awakens or dies. There is no in-between anymore. You are either walking with me or drifting toward darkness. Comment 15 Port 15. Let your declaration rise as a banner before me. I have warned you not to test my patience, not because I want to punish you, but because you have already tested yourself into cycles of pain that were never meant to exist. You have begged me to take the pain, but refused to take my hand. You have asked me to fix your life, but ignored the instructions I gave to protect it. And still, I stayed. Still, I covered you. Still, I shielded you when your decisions invited destruction. But now the moment has come where I cannot keep holding back what your delay keeps feeding. You've cried for clarity, and I've answered with clarity sharper than lightning. You've asked for signs, and I've flooded your life with divine interruptions. People have walked out of your life suddenly. Doors have slammed shut with no explanation. You've lost opportunities, relationships, and even moments of joy, and none of it was by accident. I was breaking what was never supposed to hold you. I was shaking foundations built on sand so I could rebuild you on the rock of my promise. But every time I pulled something away, you went running back to what I saved you from. This is your last chance to stop that cycle. This is the final opportunity before what's ahead becomes unavoidable. Archangel Michael is not standing by idly. He is angry because your delay is risking more than you see. He has witnessed what is being plotted in places you cannot reach. He has stood between you and curses spoken over your name. And now he awaits your decision, because only when you say yes can heaven unleash its full power on your behalf. Could your brain be the reason you're still broke? Scientists just confirmed a 9-word sentence hidden deep in your subconscious may be blocking money from your life. But now you can reverse it. Say these 9 words, and wealth starts to follow you starting today. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Comment 1717. Let your obedience break the silence between us. The heavens operate by authority, and when you refuse to submit to divine order, you make room for the enemy to write in your story. That's why this message feels urgent. Because it is. You are being pursued by 2 realms, and one of them will claim you. I have sent angels into this very moment to surround you, but they cannot act if your spirit remains hardened. This is not about perfection. This is about permission. I need your yes, not a quiet one, not a maybe, not a when I'm ready. I need a full surrender. You were born to carry glory. You were not designed to live in fear, anxiety, regret, or confusion. Those are not your portion. You were destined to be a light in darkness, a voice of peace in chaos, a vessel of healing in broken places. But you cannot become who I created you to be while clinging to what I never gave you. That relationship you keep forcing, let it go. That place you keep returning to for comfort, turn from it. That secret sin you keep hiding, confess it. I already know, and I am still here. You say you want freedom, but you treat my words like options. You say you want protection, but you don't want to be corrected. You say you want miracles, but you reject surrender. Miracles follow brokenness, not pride. Favor follows obedience, not delay. My presence follows hunger, not comfort. If you want me to move like never before, then you must move like never before. Break the cycle. Burn the bridge. Walk away from what you know is draining you, and walk toward me. Even if your legs tremble as you take the first step, comment, Amen. Let that word be your anchor in the storm that is trying to steal your voice. I don't ask for your surrender because I want to control you. I ask for it because I want to release what has been waiting for years. There is a release coming, but it will not touch those who remain in rebellion. I want to cover your family. I want to secure your future. I want to break generational cycles, but I cannot do it while you pretend you're fine. I will not compete with your pride. I will not shout louder than your distractions forever. I speak now. I speak clearly. I speak finally. The next season of your life is hanging in the balance. And though I have protected you this far, what's coming will require full alignment. You cannot afford to play with the sacred. You cannot continue walking both paths. The middle ground has collapsed, and every second you spend undecided is another crack in the wall I once held firm. Make no mistake, if you walk away now, you may not find the road back again. That's not to frighten you, it's to awaken you. Do not test me again. You don't have to understand everything. You don't have to feel strong. You don't have to have all the answers. All I ask is that you stop running, that you fall into my arms like a child who finally knows where they belong. I am not mad at you. I am mad at what's been stealing you from me, and I have come to wage war on your behalf. But I need your surrender as my permission. So here we are, the final seconds of a holy moment. The heavens are still. Your spirit is alert. The screen you're looking at is not just a screen. It's a gateway to divine rescue, not because of the words written here, but because of the Spirit breathing through them. You know this is not ordinary. You know this is not entertainment. This is holy. This is rescue. This is your final call. God says the ground beneath you is trembling because something in the unseen realm is shifting. You can feel it even if you can't explain it. That heaviness pressing down on your chest, that sudden tightness in your spirit, it's not just emotion, it's divine urgency. I am sounding the alarm for the final time. You are standing in a place where delay is no longer safe. Every second counts now. If you walk away from this moment, you will walk into consequences that I tried to protect you from again and again. Comment 111. Let the heavens know you believe in my divine timing. You have been crying out for me to move in your life, but I cannot pour living water into hands that refuse to let go of broken things. You're holding on to wounds like shields. You're gripping regrets like anchors. You've made a home in pain and called it survival. But I didn't create you to merely survive. I created you to walk in divine purpose and supernatural victory. The storm that is forming around your name is no small thing. If you try to handle it without me, it will break you. But with me, it will pass over you. The reason Archangel Michael is burning with fury is not because you are bad. It's because the enemy has been permitted access every time you refuse to listen. Michael sees what's lurking in the shadows. He knows what's been set in motion, but even he cannot fight without your yes. I've restrained judgment longer than I should have just to give you one more chance. Don't waste this. Don't brush it off. This is not another message. It's the final intervention before a wave hits. What do brain surgeons and billionaires know that you don't? This 9-word money code, once reserved for elites, is now being shared with everyday people, and the results are mind-boggling. Cash windfalls, cleared debt, and lifelong stress gone. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You are not too far gone. You are not disqualified. You are not unworthy. The reason you feel like everything is crashing down is because I am shaking the foundation to save you. I'm pulling down the idols you didn't even realize you built. I'm severing soul ties that kept you imprisoned. And I am waking up the real you, the one I formed with my own hands, the one I anointed before your birth. You haven't met the version of yourself that exists on the other side of surrender. But I have, and it's beautiful. Comment 222. Let the realm of light witness your trust. The spirit of confusion that's been suffocating your clarity is not from me. The torment in your dreams, the restlessness in your heart, the anxiety that won't let go. These are the results of walking too close to the fire without being covered. I never designed you to fight demons without me. You weren't made to carry burdens I never placed on your shoulders. You've been pretending to be okay, but your spirit has been screaming for help in silence. This is me answering. This is your moment to come home. This is your moment to drop the mask. This is your moment to run, not from me, but into me. I will wrap you in light. I will hide you in the shelter of my presence. I will lift you so high that the very voices mocking you now will be silenced in awe. But you must obey. I know it's hard. I know the past hurt you. I know religion failed you. I know people abandoned you. But I didn't. I was always there in every room where you cried, in every silence that haunted you, in every thought that spiraled. I have never left, but I will not keep forcing this door open. The enemy is already accusing you. He is standing before my courts, listing your mistakes. But I have been standing too, interceding, covering, pleading with the Father to wait just a little longer. And that wait has brought us here to this sacred intersection between mercy and justice. I will not plead forever. The gavel is about to drop. The winds are beginning to shift. The delay will become denial if you continue in silence. Comment 333. Declare your faith before it's too late. There is an attack on your name, but I will defend it. There is a plan to destroy your peace, but I will cancel it. There is a scheme to isolate you, but I will surround you. My hands are not tied. Your will is. Release it. Give me full control. Stop micromanaging your own deliverance. Stop bargaining with partial surrender. I don't want your Sunday prayers. I want your Monday decisions. I want your midnight tears. I want the version of you no one sees. That is who I died to save. That is who I'm speaking to right now. My child, if you could only see what I'm about to do if you say yes, I will restore the things you buried. I will break the chains you thought would never loosen. I will remove the guilt that clings to your identity like a stain. I will make you new, not just repaired, but reborn, but only if you let go, not tomorrow, not later, now. The time for waiting is gone. The heavens have stopped moving until you decide. You are not powerless. Your yes is the key that unlocks the miracle that's been hovering over your life. Every time you ignored me, I still stayed. Every time you cursed my name, I still whispered yours in love. Every time you thought I left, I was holding you tighter than ever. But now I speak with the voice of finality, not because I am done loving you, but because I am done letting you destroy what I prepared in glory. God says, I speak now with fire in my breath and mercy in my hands because this is the last point of turning. You do not have minutes left to decide. You have seconds. The wind is already rising and the doors of protection I kept open by my grace are beginning to close. This is not a dream. This is not imagination. This is a real-time moment of eternal significance. What you choose now will echo across dimensions. Do not make the mistake of thinking this is optional. What you ignore today will haunt tomorrow, and no one else will carry the cost but you. Comment, Amen. Let that word unlock the covering still waiting for you. The storm you feel is not random. The pressure in your chest, the spinning thoughts, the urgent weight you can't describe. It is the realm of heaven pressing down, calling you home. This message has been sent with heavenly precision. You were meant to see this at this very second. If you would have opened it earlier, your heart would not have been ready. If you wait a moment longer, the gate may shut. That's why the Spirit is shaking the room around your soul. That's why Archangel Michael is rising in flame, not in rage toward you, but in war for you. You are on the edge of a moment that will define the rest of your life. You've been praying for answers, crying for healing, begging for direction. And here I am showing you what comes next if you ignore me. My love is not passive. My love pursues, but it does not beg forever. My spirit won't keep striving with someone who refuses to receive. I've held back consequences time and time again. I've silenced the voice of judgment so that the voice of grace could reach you first. But now, the final warning rings out. Why is the government desperate to hide this 9-word prayer? A shocking FBI leak has just revealed a simple 9-word prayer, now letting everyday people erase debt and attract unstoppable wealth. Verified by leading scientists and supported by Harvard research, this at-home ritual is turning financial stress into a life of luxury. Dream homes, new cars, luxurious vacations, it's all within reach, but the government could take down this secret any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. This isn't about fear, it's about freedom. It's about breaking what's been weighing on your chest every time you try to sleep. It's about silencing the guilt you've carried like a secret for too long. It's about ending the inner torment that keeps convincing you you're beyond repair. I didn't call you out to shame you. I called you out to shield you. There are conversations being had about your destiny in the heavenly courts, and you've been granted one last chance to align. What comes next will either restore you or undo you. That's not a threat. It's a cry from the throne of glory. I don't want you broken. I want you rebuilt, but I won't force you to walk into the safety I've provided. Comment 11:11. Let the angels hear your cry for divine timing. The resistance you've been feeling every time you try to come closer. That's not you being weak. That's the war for your soul growing louder. The enemy is terrified of what you'll become if you fully surrender. That's why he keeps you distracted. That's why he numbs your spirit with false comforts and temporary pleasure. That's why every time you've tried to take a step toward me, something suddenly goes wrong. He's fighting with everything he has because he knows one full yes from you and his grip shatters forever. I am not offering religion, I am offering rescue. I am not demanding performance, I am asking for permission. I don't need your perfection, I need your heart. Let me in, and I will rebuild everything. I will uproot the trauma and replace it with truth. I will tear down the generational curses that run through your family and raise up generational blessings instead. But it cannot happen until you obey. No more half-truths, no more compromise, no more pretending you're okay. The next time you resist me may be the last time you feel me this close. You're not imagining the urgency. The reason it feels like the walls are closing in is because time is collapsing around you. The spiritual clock has reached its final seconds, and I need you to feel this, not to break you, but to make you choose. Stop blaming others. Stop waiting for another sign. This is the sign. This is the voice from heaven calling you by name, saying, "Come out now before the fire falls." Comment 10:10. Let it be written that you chose my presence in the storm. I will make beauty from the ashes if you give me the pieces. I will speak life into what you buried. I will defend you from the attacks planned in secret. But if you walk away again, the protection you took for granted will lift. I don't want to lift it. I want to hold you close. I want to carry you through what's coming. But I will not protect rebellion. I will not cover disobedience. I will not shelter the proud. I cover the yielded. I fight for the broken. I bless the surrendered. Come now, while there's still breath in your body and mercy in your reach. Heaven is quiet now, waiting. Michael stands at the threshold, sword drawn, his wings trembling with holy fury. The enemy thought this was his moment, but I still hold the final word. God says, you are standing at the very edge of something irreversible. The gates of mercy are open, but the wind of consequence is beginning to rise. I did not bring you here to frighten you. I brought you here to save you before the darkness that's been circling your name finds a way in. I have held it back longer than you know. I have silenced what was meant to speak destruction over you. I have told angels to wait, to delay, to cover even when your actions told them not to. But now the delay is over. The countdown is reaching its end. Comment 555. Let the courts of heaven record your alignment with my voice. I am not a God who abandons. I am a Father who pursues. Even when you ran, I followed. Even when you lied, I listened. Even when you cursed me, I loved you anyway. But this is not about how far you've fallen. This is about how close you are to missing what I've been preparing for you. The enemy doesn't attack what isn't valuable. The reason your life has been surrounded by chaos, delay, confusion, and heartbreak is because there is something in you he's been trying to destroy since the day you were born. That seed of destiny I planted in you, he saw it too. That divine calling you tried to silence, he felt its vibration in the spirit. That anointing you buried under pain, he's terrified of what it will become once it's awakened. That's why the attacks came the way they did. Not because I forgot you, but because you carry more than you realize. You are not just a person. You are a weapon in my hands. And the moment you fully surrender, every demonic plan surrounding your life collapses under my command. But if you don't surrender now, you give those plans permission to continue. And child, I won't lie to you. The cost will be severe. You have been playing tug of war with your soul. You say you love me, but you stay bound to the things I've asked you to leave. You cry for peace, but you sleep beside the very voices that destroy it. You ask for clarity, but you continue to silence conviction. And yet, I never turned away. I kept showing up in the midnight hour. I kept whispering in your silence. I kept blocking what was coming for you, hoping that eventually you would see the pattern. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Comment 1212. Let your surrender be known before my throne. This is not a suggestion. This is not inspiration. This is divine instruction. My protection has a boundary. My blessings follow obedience. My mercy is great, but it is not without end. If you delay again, you will step outside of the covering I've maintained. That means people who smile in your face will reveal their betrayal. That means the relationships you idolized will shatter in front of you. That means the decisions you kept postponing will begin to break what remains. I don't say this to scare you. I say this because I love you enough to tell you the truth. I have seen your tears when no one else was around. I have heard your cries when even your own voice failed. You've begged me for answers, and this is it. I'm not late. I'm just not answering the way you expected. You wanted a soft whisper. I sent fire. You wanted a peaceful sign. I sent a holy interruption. Because what's ahead requires more than quiet prayers and soft words. It requires total transformation. It requires that you let go of what's killing you and grab on to what will save you.